Hi, I'm Keen, and this is Carrie, and today we're going to talk about the main reasons that a credit union looks for a new core system. So you've worked with credit unions for a while now, Carrie. When you think about the different reasons that they use technology and why they partner with Sharetec, what are some of the main reasons that a credit union might start looking for a new core system?
That's a great question. Reasons to look for a new core system, a lot bubble up to mind, but several of them base around technology. If you are not top of the line in technology, then members are going to go somewhere else. One of the other reasons is cost. If cost is out of control, you have to bring that back in line. Support. Who's supporting you? Being able to take care of your members. If that is not defined, if that is not great, they start to look. Their current core data processor. What if they're not going to be around in a year from now? What if they get the feeling that they're not growing, they're not expanding? These are all reasons why credit unions look for another core data processor.
Those are great points, Carrie. As I think about the 2 decades of working with credit unions and partnering with them on them reaching their goals, a lot of those have been top of mind. And when I started working with credit unions many years ago, there were a lot more credit unions. And a lot of those credit unions have merged away. The same has happened with data processors as well.
That's true.
That if they didn't keep up on those things, if they got costs out of control, if their technologies fell behind, those vendors disappeared.
That's correct.
And have you seen that happen where a credit union maybe waited too long and they were stuck in that situation and then really had to make a difficult decision?
Yes, I have. And it makes it very painful for the credit unions if they wait too long. So one of the things that we like to talk about when we sit down with a credit union is, where are you at today? What are your goals today? What is your outlook for where you're going to be or where you want to be a year from now, 2 years from now? What services do you want to be able to offer your members that you're not offering today? What's going to set you apart? What's going to make you different? What's going to make you succeed in this marketplace? Those are all things that Sharetec wants to help and assist with. We pride ourselves on customer support. We have teams of people waiting to help and assist and answer questions to the best of their ability. But we don't give false answers. We don't guess. If they don't know an answer to a question, there's a team of people behind them, helping them behind the scenes to get the correct responses timely.
As I think about the credit unions that have joined us over the years and think about how we've been able to help them with the right technology, have great support, control their costs, and then have confidence that we're going to be around for a long time, that's pretty exciting. Exciting for them, exciting for us, and we get to keep that partnership going.
Absolutely. And all things that credit unions should be worried about and looking for today. So King, let me ask you a question.
I like it.
If you are a credit union and you are out looking, shopping for a new core provider, what questions do you feel are the most important to ask them?
Well, it's kind of what we've already been talking about in terms of why a credit union should start looking, but it changes just slightly. So first off, I would want to be sure that I'm with a core provider that has a vision for the future. Do they know where they're going? Do they know what's important to their customers and how they're going to get there? Do they have a plan? The future's really coming quickly. We've got to make sure as a core provider that you have a plan, and Sharetec does. Secondly, you can have a plan, but what are you going to do to execute it? What does that development look like? So making sure that your core provider has a development plan that will get them where they need to be, and in turn, get the credit union where it needs to be. So we've got to have a vision, we've got to have development. And then finally, cost. What is that credit union core provider going to do to control their costs and in turn control the cost for the credit union? So they've really got to have those 3 legs of the chair, as it were, in place so that when it comes time as a credit union to grow into the future, that you're with the right partner. These are some of the core principles that make Sharetec unique for its customers and why Sharetec keeps getting chosen by so many credit unions today, because we have a vision, we have incredible development, and we help those credit unions control their costs, and in turn, we control our costs by investing in the right areas.
Keen, when you talk about development and Sharetec, do the credit unions get a voice in that development? Is it Is it a group of people sitting around a table and they make the decisions? Or are the credit unions that are deciding that they want to partner with Sharetec, do they get a voice in that development?
Boy, I have to tell you, Carrie, if I ever work for a company where my customers don't get a voice, I don't want to be working at that company anymore. This is something Sharetec prides itself on. We have focus groups that sit down on a regular basis to say what is important for today and what is important for tomorrow. And we make sure that is part of our development process. It's so important that we have that input because the reality is we want to have the right people in the right seat. So a programmer has an incredible skill set that can bring that software to life. But we want to make sure what we're bringing to life is the thing that's going to make a difference for the credit union. So we really work hard to get a good understanding of all of our customers' needs. We don't have just a single focus group. We have different folks that come into different focus groups at different times. And that way we have a wide variety of customers being represented. And it's not just at the customer level, it's also at the skill set level within that customer. So when we're talking about lending, we don't have an accountant come in. We have a loan officer come in. And then the next time we might have a different loan officer come in. And so as we go through that process, we want to make sure we're developing as widely accepted of a solution that's as powerful as possible in the quickest time frame possible as well. Carrie, this has been a great conversation today.
It sure has.
And there's lots of reasons that people can look. We've shared some of them today. And if those resonate with you, or if there's some other reason, give us a call. We're happy to talk to you about it.